Absolutely beautiful evening. Figured I'd come out here to the range. Uh, got everything mowed, the whole drive, parts I could get, and then around the house. And I got part of the range here, but I got to pick up a bunch of these casings here. So I'm gonna get this picked up. Got a bucket. Use this little pooper scooper and try to get up as much of this as I can, and then finish this up. I got to cut all through here, get this cleaned up, and call it a day. But anyways, hope all is well out there. More to come. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful weather, partly cloudy. The bad boy running incredibly well. Sing is just an absolute beast. And I got to say, the Cub Cadet runs really nice too, does a great job. But this Maverick HD from Bad Boy, just a beast. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, mow this. Talk to you in a bit. So just got done cutting the range here. I took it down to 1.5 inches. I think it looks pretty good, almost like a fairway, right? Looks pretty good. The other side of the fence, I think I took that down to 2.5, but this is really low. So it's easier to pick up casings. If the grass gets a little taller, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but yeah, so I took this down pretty low, 1.5 inches. So that should help with the cleanup. This over here, 2.5. Took that down to 2.5, looks pretty good. This I don't really mess with too much, but I want to keep that clean. And the burn pile, we'll film that this winter when we light that up, pour a bunch of diesel on it and let it go. And then I don't know what we're going to do with this. I might put a structure right here for the range. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, I got most of the casings picked up. There's still a few on the ground, but I got probably about 98% of them picked up. There's still a few floating around here. But trying to get this stuff picked up the best that I can. It's a lot easier with lower grass with the little pooper scooper. So it'll definitely, the lower we keep it, the better. And it just takes longer to grow back. But once it rains, man, things really grow fast out here. So there's not too much I can do over there because, you know, we moved a lot of dirt. So it's kind of a little bit dirty. We might go in there by hand, clean up a little bit as much as we can, get some of that clay out of there, some of those clumps. But we just need some rain too to start washing some of that away. But overall, it's looking really good. Yeah, the Bad Boy is a really nice piece of machinery. It just makes my life so much easier. I could cut grass for hours. It actually makes it enjoyable. Really does. That Cowie motor is just a beast. Just wash this thing and already got a cobweb on it. Anyways, yeah, just a beast. But yeah, this is going to be great. We burn this thing down. It's going to be a lot more room. So I don't know if I'll expand the range. I'll put a small structure there for the range. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows where all this is going? You can't tell day to day, you know, what's going to happen. You really can't. You know, we talked about, I don't know, was it the last episode or two, about the election in LA and the election, you know, for mayor, and the election in California for governor. And, you know, as forecasted, neither candidate, Hilton or Pratt, is going to win. And so you can speculate why that is. That's, you know, up to you. But the bottom line is they're just not going to win. And so I'm so happy to be out of that state. I'm so happy to be in a state where I can do this. It's night and day. It's night and day. And so many people would say, I won't say so many, a handful of people just said, oh, I wouldn't last 6 months, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, so many people said that. And I definitely want to address this today, as I'm kind of, excuse me for moving around here, trying to get all this cleaned up. But, you know, there was always a handful of people that said that I was never going to move. And of course I moved. And you know, it's a reason why you should never do what people want you to do. You should do what is best for you, what is best for your family. I don't do what's best for people because they want me to, you know, to do something or not do it. I do what is right for me and my family. So this was no doubt the right move, but it really is an example that, you know, don't listen to people, don't listen to the negativity. Don't listen to people, you know, telling you, you know, what you should do, or what you shouldn't do, or what you can do, or what you can't do. Because those are people who live in their mom's basement, or those are people, you know, that are just unhappy with their lives. Those are the people who are scared because they're the most unprepared people. So they don't want you to move on. They don't want you to evolve. They don't want you to better yourself. They want you to stay with them. They want you to be stuck with them. And so, again, it's another example of why not to listen to people. And of course, there was great support for the people that, you know, knew I was going to move and had faith that I would. And I left it in God's hands, bottom line. Like I knew we would move when the time was right, when it was the right house, the right state, the right county, the right town, all that stuff. All those things had to come together. Unfortunately, now, if you're thinking about doing something like this, you really have to accelerate your thinking, because if you're in the state of California, get ready, because you're going to see the cost in California skyrocket with these people come into power. And of course, you're going to also see the continued demise of the state and the cities, because you're going to get more of the same old, same old. So don't listen to these people who tell you, don't move, you can't, you'll never do it, you shouldn't do it. These people want you to be stuck with them. If you have the ability to get out, I say get out, and get out now. These states are going down, and there's no perfect state. There's always going to be problems in any state, but a state like California, you know there's going to be massive problems. There already are. There are so many problems with that state, and they're going to get what they deserve because this is what they want. They're going to get more of the same old, same old. And so I don't know. It's going to get more difficult to get out of states like this. New York, Illinois. Who's going to want to move to these states? I mean, when you get a taste of freedom like this, there's no going back. There's no going back. I mean, I don't even know if properties like this even exist in that state. And if they do, how many millions of dollars are they? No thanks. And at the end of the day, you still got to play by their rules, their laws. No, thank you. No, thank you. I shot 1,000 rounds here in 2 days. You think anybody cares? Nobody. Nobody cares. I could have shot 2,000 rounds, 3,000 rounds. Nobody cares. You see my neighbors? There are none. There's none. I have a neighbor maybe a quarter to a half a mile away on the other side of that tree line. But I've never seen his place. I've only seen it from the drone. And now you really can't see anything because there's a 20-foot berm against the tree line. So anyways, yeah, don't listen to those negative people that tell you that you're not going to do something because they don't want you to do it. Most of those people disappeared, but then of course they go, oh, he won't last. Humidity, the bugs, there's a lot of little gnats out here right now as I make this video. It's life. It is what it is. I mean, if that's my biggest problem is gnats. I mean, I gotta say, I get very few mosquito bites out here. I got more mosquito bites on the golf course in Palm Desert than I did here. Sorry, it's the reality. I think the fish just eat all the larvae, but very few mosquito bites. Now, I will say I've had ant bites, but I'm just prone to ant bites. When I'm at Aaron's house in Texas, the ants always get me. The ants out here get me, typically when I'm in the garden. But out here in the yard or at the range, it's gnats. They don't bite. They're just pesky. You know, they're just irritating. But other than that, I mean, you know, You can't listen to these people. They want you to be stuck with them. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to have a better life. They want you to be stuck in a miserable life like they have. And I say, don't do it. Get out. Do what's best for you. Don't listen to people. But many of these people have disappeared, and you know, I don't know what they're doing now, but I'm sure they have something negative to say, but it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, negativity is good because you can just thrive off of it, feed off of it, right? And you know, I don't know, it's just funny. When people think that they really know you, you've never met these people, you have no idea who these people are, and they act like they can read your mind and they know exactly what you're going to do, and they're always completely wrong. So don't do what people want you to do. Do what is right for you and your family. That's all that matters. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing, what they're thinking, what they're driving. If you want to drive a nice car and you can afford it, then drive a nice car. You can afford it. You know, some people go, well, nobody cares what you're driving. That's fine, but maybe you care what you're driving. So if you can afford it, drive a nice car. If you can afford to be in a rural area and you can handle the life, do it. If you can't and you want to be in a small town, that's great too. I just say get out of these cesspools, these sewers that are just eating you alive financially and just taking your freedom. Little turtle right there. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous evening. Absolutely gorgeous. So got the range looking good. Yeah, it's just really, I don't know. I just feel way more at peace. Actually, this might be weird, but living out here in a rural area, I feel a little closer to God. That might sound a little weird, but I don't know. When you see all the blue jays and the cardinals and all the little finches and all the fish and the foxes and the turtles laying eggs on your property and everything's green. Green is a healthy color for your spirit too. But there's just something about it that just brings you a little closer to God, because every day is a reminder that this was all created. God created every plant here, every bird, every fish, every reptile, every little fox, rabbit, deer. We got it all. Little bobcats. We got it all. Just a simple life. Just a simple life. Very, very private. Some people don't want to be this private. I get it. You know, it takes me about 25, 30 minutes to get to the gym. I go 2-3 days a week. We have the gym here too. So I might just go to the gym twice a week and hit the gym here once a week, or 2 and 2, whatever. But some people might just say this is just a little too rural. But hey, 20, 30 minutes, you know, we're in town and we can get what we can get. But I love being private. I'm a private person. I enjoy my privacy. I enjoy being tucked away down our private road. I just embrace it. But this to me just brings me a little closer to God and reminds me every day that He does exist. And I thank Him every day that I'm here enjoying this. I feel blessed. And I want to thank everybody out there who's subscribed to the channel, who's viewing. I'm just, you know, a guy with a camera and a microphone. You know, if you go to my other channel, Jeremiah Babe, it's pretty much all economics and finances. And some people just, you know, would rather see the dogs and the trees and the birds and stuff like that. So I have this channel going too, which is doing pretty well. But anyways, just checking in with everybody, letting you see what's going on here. House is coming along. Get that porch done in about 4 or 5 weeks. As soon as Jacob's done at his other job, he's on a big job right now. As soon as he's done with that, he'll hop back over here. We have one more coat of paint that has to go on the front of the house too. It was really, really dry. So we got another coat going on there. And, you know, it's back to business here at the range. This is to me extremely, extremely important. And this is really one of the nice things about this property, that I have the room to do this. Most of this property is water and trees. So, but this is perfect. This is perfect. think we'll close that down. Not expecting any company, any deliveries. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous day, gorgeous evening. Anyways, leave a comment down below. The bass fishing's been good. Caught a really nice one yesterday. I might even go out for a couple minutes here. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll probably fish, but I've had some people over, and bass have been really hitting nice. I had a really nice one yesterday, maybe about 2.5, 3 pounds. Gorgeous fish. Hit the topwater rat, just a lure, rubber rat. And it's amazing fishing in here with a rubber rat. These guys, man, they just hit that rat. I've caught some really nice ones off of a rubber rat. But this is actually a really nice time to throw a line in the water. Water is glass right now. But anyways, I'm gonna get back, park this thing, get some dinner ready. It's been a really good day. Leave a comment down below. God bless every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe.